Hi. So I'm just gonna um, tell my testimony about. Um, I think it was my first vision, or so far, it's been. I think it's pretty much my only. Well, it's an important vision that I had. Um, it happened. I think it was maybe early summer of 2015, early summer 2015 this year. Um, I heard. Well, my sister recommended me to watch this particular episode of It's Supernatural that had it said how to hear God's voice every day, and so I clicked on it. I listened to it. So okay, he basically gave us 4 steps. I don't remember all the 4 steps now. One of them was like listening to music in the background, be at peace or whatever, and meditate on God. I don't remember all the 4 steps. Um, and so okay, so I started doing that. Um, and for about an hour and a half, which is more than I was used to doing, I was just on the floor meditating on Jesus. I was basically just meditating on his feet and, bowing down to his feet. Um, so I was meditating on that for a while. Um, Nothing happened. I didn't even feel anything, actually. Uh, and I was really disappointed because I wanted to keep going until I felt something or until I saw. I wanted to see a vision. I wanted him to take me to heaven, so I can visit heaven and hear his voice, obviously. And but I got interrupted by my mom, and she was kind of ruthless. She didn't care that I was in the middle of something important to me. Uh, so I felt like that just came as a trial, and it was a very bitter disappointment. She wanted me to do something. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was washing the dishes or something. I don't know, but it was gonna interrupt me, and I was really bitterly disappointed. And I started crying, and I was like, man, because I know me. It's hard for me enough to continue to do this for an hour and 30 minutes. Um, and I need to stay and stick to it. If I get up and do something else, it would not be the same when I come back, and I'm not gonna feel like doing it. I'm just gonna lose hope. But I tried to explain that to her. She already kind of ruined the mood, but she was like, "No mercy, do it. I don't care. No mercy, tough love." So I had to get up. I was crying. I was praying my last bit of prayer to explain to God why I have to leave right now. And please, I don't know, but I didn't want to go, and I was very disappointed. So, um, so I said, but my mom was getting mad at me because I didn't get up and do it right away, and she was like, "Tia, you're disobeying me right now. I'm 7. I was 17 at the time, 18 now, and she's like, God's not gonna." It was just bad stuff. Like, it hurt my feelings. Um, and I felt like I was being abused a little bit. Um, Sad, you know. So, but I was planning on doing it anyway. So I had to sacrifice, and because either way, I couldn't just disobey her and not. Then I wouldn't go and get anywhere with God, and I can just not breaking the connection with God right now by going and doing this. So I was stuck. I feel like I was in a devil's trap or something. So I was really bitterly crying. My heart was really crying out. Like, I was being misunderstood by my mom, and she wasn't having any sympathy. And that hurted. She's sometimes like that. She had no sympathy for things. No sugarcoat anything. And whatever it was, it could have waited. But anyway, so I went downstairs and did that, and I was just crying, and I just said I gave up, like I knew I was going to do if I stopped in the middle of it. So I gave up trying, and I just went on the whole day. It was really hurtful. Like, I'm about to cry right now. I don't really think about it. I haven't thought about this in a while, and then at night I was about to go to bed basically, but had on some I had on my headphones listening to gospel music in the background, and I was just like really getting into it. I mean, not the gospel music itself, but I was just getting into God. I was just, I don't know, I guess I was meditating on God, but it was like a natural thing. I didn't force myself to do it like I did earlier. And then I closed my eyes for a minute, well, for a couple seconds. I could close my eyes and I just felt really at peace and rest. And then I see like two like pictures kind of in the dark, sparkling lights, white sparkling lights come down from up in the air in the darkness. It was dark. My eyes was closed. And it was like dark, white sparkling lights coming down, two, I think, specifically. And then I opened my eyes again. I was still at peace. Like, it was supernatural peace. I know that now. And supernatural calm. And I was just like, oh, wow, that's cool. I think I just saw a vision. And then I just calmly closed my eyes again. And then when I closed my eyes again, this time I was still super calm. And then I went up. Like, I was not, I, I didn't see my body, but I was in the clouds or in the sky. And I was hearing a voice that sounded like thunder. And it was communicating to me. And at first I wondered what this voice was. And then I said, oh, it's God. I realized it was God. It was a nice voice. Deep, rumbly, like thunder. It was amazing. And I was like, then I saw a cloud. One cloud, it was like a big, columinous, columbinous, I don't know how to pronounce the word, cloud, like kind of a storm cloud. But it wasn't all storm. Like, I think it was darker in the bottom and more storm-like. There was no flashing lightning or anything, but in the top it was kind of white fluffy. The whole thing was pretty fluffy though. It was like this. I don't know, kind of dark in the middle and the bottom, and it was kind of white on the top, and it was like blue skies all around. And I was looking at it, and I realized the voice came from the cloud. I was just so calm, and then I realized what the voice was saying, and I'm just thinking all this calmly, and just taking my time thinking this through. And I realize the voice says, don't be afraid. Speaking to me, don't be afraid. I realized by the end of that, God speaking to me, don't be afraid. Then I opened my eyes again. And I realized, I was like, still so calm. And I was like, wow, I think I just had a vision. I did have a vision. And then I go to sleep. I don't even think I told anybody right away. It was amazing, though. It was amazing. It was amazing. I really wish A lot of times, I don't think I've gone that far to hear his voice again, that far in meditation, but I do want to hear his voice again and maybe see him again, even if as in the form of a cloud. Um, it was still amazing, and I'm grateful in seeing that. Really, that's my testimony.